What's up, guys, and welcome back to the Realistic Rumor. This is episode number 60, and after a couple of weeks hiatus, we are back uploading with Nottingham Forest. Apologies for the break, but we are back now. Episode 60 of this Rumor, by the way. Crazy, crazy stuff. Today, in episode 60, you'll see us face Leeds and then Liverpool twice in the Cup and then in the league. As we see Alexander Isak, my word, after 7 months out, he will be returning to full fitness in just over a week. And then looking at the league table, just 8 games in, we are sat 5th, 17 points, so a good start to the season. Unlike last season where we struggled, we were slow out the blocks and playing the catch-up game for most of the season. We have started strong here, 5 wins from our first 8 games, taking on Leeds, who are in 9th, so not a bad start for the Ellen Road side either. And if you will remember, the last time we faced Leeds, it was a pretty embarrassing display. They battered us 7-1 at the City Ground. It was our worst defeat in this career mode, and one that I will not forget. So I wanted some revenge as we look to secure a good, strong start in the first quarter of the season. Leeds away in Ellen Road, rounding off October. Let's see what we can do. Well, early doors, we would have a chance. Nico Williams getting to the byline. Great run from the Spaniard. He pulls it back to Brennan Johnson, who shot crashes off the post. The Welshman has been in hot form so far this season, but he could not get his first goal of the game there. And then Baumgartner would give the home side the lead. His first goal for the club, a nice finish, composed round Dean Henderson, and 25 minutes in, we would lead 1-0. And then straight from kickoff, has anyone, let me know in the comments, has anyone else had to deal with this issue where straight from kickoff, the AI want to slide in for a tackle, whether it's a foul or not, they absolutely want to clatter a player. I don't know why this is or what this glitch is, but it happens every kickoff. A player will always slide in and no doubt receive a booking and sometimes get an injury. As you were in there, our fullback Nico Williams picked up an injury. We carried on though, and Taiwo Awoniyi would smash home in the near post, so the lead only lasting a few minutes. And then Nico Williams, the Spaniard, had a really good chance here actually on his weaker foot, but I would have expected him to hit the target. He's been in decent form so far in this early stage of the season. But anyway, he didn't score. But 5 minutes before half-time, Sayanko finds Johnson, who finds his strike partner, and Taiwo bags his second of the game to give us our first lead of the game. And we go into the break 2-1 up at Ellen Road. Well, going into the second half, lovely link-up play between our forwards, and Brennan Johnson has found the Welshman bagging his first goal of the afternoon, as he continues his really, really good form. Been really impressed with Brennan Johnson, and he gives us a 3-1 lead. Well, Moussa Dembele would half the deficit and make it 3-2 in the 67th minute. A lovely little dinked lob over Dean Henderson. It was really disappointing. I think it was Harry Maguire that maybe got outpaced by Moussa Dembele. Maguire's lack of pace really showing there, and well, Leeds, after getting back into the game, they then would go down to 10 men again. The issue I was saying from kickoff, where players slide in, Vargas targeting my right back for the second time this game. We had to sub off Williams and bring on Aidan Smith, and the youth academy graduate gets taken out by Vargas. The Leeds forward is given his marching orders. Luckily, our fullback is not injured. Leeds down to 10 men, but you know what? I'm not saying it anymore. When I go down to 10, when my opposition go down to 10 men, they turn into a better side, and they would make it 3-3, even though they were down to 10 men. With it's a good finish, but when they had this shot, honestly, my mind was like, oh, okay, Henderson's saving this, and then I was like, wait, it's in the bottom corner. How's that happened? Frustrating, but oh my word, history repeating itself. Maxime Lopez, if you remember, back in season 2, I think it was, he made his debut for us at Ellen Road, at this stadium, and he scored an injury time winner as we beat Leeds. I think, was it 3-2 or was it 4-3? It might have been 3-2. It was the Carabao Cup semi-final first leg. Maxime Lopez scored in injury time at this end to give us a first leg win, and he's done it again here. As the clock ticks over to the 90th minute, he bags his first goal of the season with a lovely finish and gives us a 4-3 lead. And despite Leeds coming back with 10 men, we manage to get the winner and see this game out. More very much like games of old, where we concede a lot, we score a lot. Our defense has definitely improved this season, but obviously that was a bit of a step into the past. But I'm so glad we managed to get the win there. We played really well actually for like 60 minutes, and then as soon as Leeds went down to 10 men, they just dominated. Obviously found the equaliser, but I'm so glad we could get the win there, which pushes us up to second place. I know we're only 9 games into the season, but we're 1 point off City, and we're really, honestly, I feel like we could push for a Champions League spot this season. I think that's definitely on the cards as we look at the bottom half of the table. And the bottom 5 teams, Everton, Bournemouth, Norwich, Palace and Southampton, are all winless so far in the early stages. Looking at the Carabao Cup 4th round draw, it'll be one of 2 times we play Liverpool in this episode. We face the Reds, but Nico Williams will not be able to face his former side. He is out for 8 days. Luckily, it's only 8 days. He's got a bruised shoulder. He will miss both games against his former side, though, and that right back position will be a little bit of an issue for us. As Benjamin Farmer comes to us and says, look, boss, give me some game time. I want to play against Liverpool. Well, Farmer, you would get your wish. We rotate, obviously, as we do in the Carabao Cup. We are the holders of this competition, and we've been quite lucky with the draw usually in the domestic cups until like the semi-final and then obviously final stage. But this is probably the biggest team we've faced at an early stage of the tournament. Just a 4th round fixture, and it's against Liverpool, a side we have not beaten in this save, might I add. So I was thinking our hold on the cup might end tonight. Well, Liverpool and Moussa Niakate would come to the City Ground. Niakate returning to the City Ground for the first time since his summer move to Anfield. And it would be the Reds who would create a really good chance, forcing Jack Butland into a great save before Jacob Ramsey would give us an early lead. And then on the 43rd minute mark, Brennan Johnson, a lovely little turn, and this Welsh wizard cannot stop scoring. He puts it past Alisson. Liverpool playing a strong side. I've said this before, I wish the AI would rotate more for cup games. We've made about 8 or 9 changes, including the goalkeeper for this game. I wish the AI would do the same. They don't. And, well, one of their better players, Diogo Jota, provides a lovely little dinked finish in injury time in the first half to make it 2-1. And then just a couple minutes into the second half, the Portuguese would be on the score sheet again. And just like that, our 2-goal lead has evaporated. It is now 2-2, and Liverpool are pushing to complete the turnaround. Jack Butland with a huge save from the Liverpool forward to keep the score at 2-2. And then from the resulting goal kick, we made a couple of subs. Taiwo Wanyi, lovely flicked header onto Jacob Ramsey. He pulls it back to Brennan Johnson. Get in. Great finish from one end to the other. Jack Butland, obviously not our starting keeper. I think he's gone down to a 72 rated this year. Obviously getting on a bit, the England vet. He makes a great save. We go down the other end. Taiwo with a lovely flick to Jacob Ramsey. He adds an assist to his goal. Sets up Brennan Johnson for his second goal of the game. And then Jack Butland with a brilliant save down to his left, denying Liverpool another equaliser in this game. Liverpool bombing on, trying to look for the another equaliser. We counter. Brennan Johnson, you would have seen that Liverpool player actually tried to take him out. He avoids the tackle, plays in Renan Lodi, one of the subs, and the Brazilian gives us a 4-2 lead and restores our 2-goal cushion. Great finish from the Brazilian, and that should be that. Well, 5 minutes ago, Liverpool obviously would just put all their men forward. Nico Williams finds Taiwo Wanyi, and the Nigerian bags his first of the night and our 5th. And, well, I don't know what it is about this competition. We just have a hold on this competition. We reached the final. I think in our 3 years in this competition, we've reached the final, the semi-final, and then the final again, where we won. I love playing in these domestic cups, and we knock out Liverpool, a big team. That's a great scalp for us. And as we look to go back-to-back on EFL Championships, we progress to the next round of the Cup. And it's the first time we've beaten Liverpool in this save as well. Really, honestly, like considering that we're about to play Liverpool in the league, that mentally just helps us massively. As we look at the quarterfinal draw, we will host West Ham. Fulham are hosting Man City. Man United face Newport, and QPR hosting Spurs. So we have an incredible chance to go into the semi-finals. We would definitely be the favourites against the Hammers there at home as well. Well, as mentioned before, going into our third and final game, it will be Liverpool at Anfield in the league this time. The Reds are up there. They've had a decent start to the league, as have we. So this feels like a big, a 6-pointer at the top of the league. The Reds I know we just put 5 past them in the Carabao Cup. They've only conceded one more than that, 6 in the league in their first 9 games total, which is obviously the best defensive record in the league. Only 6 goals conceded in 9 games. It is going to be tough to put some goals past them. Well, we know because, again, the game doesn't rotate massively for cup games, or really if there's midweek fixtures, we know their defence is going to be knackered already. So can we try and expose that as we look to pick up a first win against Liverpool in the league? In 6 meetings with them, we've drawn once and lost the other 5 games. I'm pretty sure we conceded at least 3 goals in every game as well. But the draw we got was here at Anfield, so let's try and repeat that feat. At least I would be happy with a point here. Niakate again faces his former side. Christian Romero, his defensive partner. Great little duo there. Vladimir Soufal would come in. Nico Williams obviously would have played this game, but he's out injured, so Soufal starts. And it is pretty much the strongest side we can put out. It would be a really quiet first half an hour, 35 minutes or so, before Marcos Llorente, the Spaniard, would give the Reds the lead. Dean Henderson's positioning was a bit questionable there, and he's punished. And then on the stroke of half-time, the Spaniard would get his second goal of the game. A shot crashes off the bar, and Llorente, right place, right time, he bags his and Liverpool's second of the game. Going into the second half, Brennan Johnson, well, if anyone's going to get us back into this game, it's going to be the Welshman. He is hot on form right now, but his shot is really well saved by Alisson before Liverpool would get their third with 20 minutes to go. A cutback, and the Reds seem to be done and dusted. We made a couple of changes, and Nico Williams is set through from Brennan Johnson, and the Spaniard, a great finish from him, honestly. This guy is something special. I'm absolutely loving him out on the right spot. He makes it 3-1 with 50 minutes to go, and then another burst of pace. He squares it to Toa Awoniyi. All of a sudden, it's 3-2. And could we see another 3-3 draw at Anfield? Maybe, maybe not. Is there going to be one last chance? Surely we're not going to snatch a draw from the position we're in. Taiwo, his shot is blocked. It comes out to Brennan Johnson. Oh, just wide. As the clock ticks over to 90, that was the chance. And I think looking back at the replay, I could have squared the ball. There was a player in the middle. I went for the shot at the near post, and it drags just wide, hits the side netting, and Liverpool somehow escape by the skin of their teeth. We scored twice in 5 minutes to make it a nervy ending, but all in all, we didn't play well for 70 minutes. Liverpool had a 3-0 lead, and we saw it happen in real life. Recently, Liverpool hosted Tottenham at the back end of last season. Liverpool had a 3-0 lead. Tottenham came back to score 3 and made it 3-3 before Liverpool scored in injury time. Liverpool get the win, which actually takes them top of the table over Man City on goal difference. Considering Liverpool had only conceded 6 goals in 9 games, the fact that we scored a third of those today against them, it's a tough one, obviously. But still, after 10 games, we're sat in third, 20 points from our first 10 games. We're in the quarterfinals of the Carabao Cup. It is a good start indeed. But that will be it for today's episode 60. I hope you're glad that the series is back on the channel. Drop it a like if you are enjoying it. Don't forget to sub to the channel as well, and I'll see you in episode 61 very soon.